Are you feeling lonely, depressed, anxious, questioning what's it all about, Alfie? Well, if you are, you're not alone. A recent survey showed that a majority of people across the world are suffering from loneliness. And what is loneliness? Loneliness is a feeling of being detached from our humanity and our relationship to the community around us. And it's easy to get that way today because what we do is we have lost the art of communication and given it up to our cell phones and our social media. But we can't relate as humans on social media because when we do, we lose our ability to communicate face to face, read body language, and to be with another person. And because we're so attached to our cell phones and our social media, we don't seem to have time to just be with someone else. And so we feel we're lacking something in our humanity, and we feel alone and detached. In a world where communication has never been so great, have we never felt so alone? But we don't have to be that way. We can choose to be alone, but not be lonely. And what does that mean? How am I going to be alone and not be lonely? Well, it's really quite simple. If we're going to be alone, it'll give us the time to get away from all that stuff that's in our life that's taking us away from the most meaningful things in our life. It gives us time to set up our priorities and to see what is most important in my life and what am I searching for. And when we find the key to our happiness, we will not have to worry about being alone and lonely. Yes, we will be alone, but we will never be lonely. And what is the key to that? Well, the key to that comes down to having a relationship with the most important person that's in your life. And who is that? That should be God, the Father, Son, and Spirit. That should be the God that loves you. Because when you relate to Him, you have no worries, you have no anxieties, you have no need to be lonely because He's there with you 24 hours a day, every day of your life. But you have to let Him in. And when you do, you will never experience loneliness again. When you do, you will experience the presence of God and His loving and caring hands. You will experience a joy and a peace and a tranquility that you could never get anywhere else. And you will never experience loneliness again. So choose to live alone with God. And yet, when you do, you will learn what it means to have a relationship, a real relationship. And that relationship will boil over into your relationships with others. And you will share that sense of peace and calmness and being accepted that God has for you with others. So, learn to be alone, not lonely. Accept that invitation that God has for you to come and be one of His best friends, and you will experience true peace.